Hey guys, and welcome back to We Do Game Stuff. So, of course, this is going to be our second podcast. The first one we actually enjoyed, so we're doing it again. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, man. Podcast.
Yeah, we don't exactly have a real topic this time around. We just decided to sit down and start recording. The topic that we're going for really is just talking about the new games coming up in 2021 and maybe even beyond.
Really, the only one that matters right now is Mass Effect comes out this Friday.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but
on the 14th.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that was the only one that mattered, but it is the only one that matters and deserves to win all of E3, if there even is one this year.
I'm sure. I mean, the other ones there's Biomutant, which was announced like 4 years ago.
I have no idea what that even is, so we can talk about that in a minute, I guess.
I don't know what it is. I think you play as like a mutant animal that becomes sentient, and you fight shit with swords. Yeah, man.
You just made up a bunch of word vomit bullshit about it.
That's what it. I'm going strictly off of the trailer from 4 years ago and the picture of it right now.
Look,
that's what I'm going off of.
I don't want to hear any more about that. But yeah, like some of the other stuff we might talk about too is like the Fable game that got announced and all that stuff. Of course, that's not going to come out this year. It's going to be on the next gen console solely, I'd say.
Oh, it's not?
No,
oh, man.
But I did see that a game that you're going to love is that Final Fantasy game that recently got announced that has Yuffie in it and stuff. I don't know if that's a DLC or if that's like
Intergrade. Yeah, it's a mix between two words. It's upgrade and I think the other one's intermediate, like in between the two games. So Intergrade.
Is it going to be a DLC or
no? It's free. It's a free DLC basically. So if you own it physically or digitally and you have a PS5, you just plug it in and it'll download a file for you and upscale everything and get you that DLC.
That's whack. So you can't even play it on the PS4?
Nope.
That's whack.
Yeah, I had to buy a PS5, which there aren't any.
No, and I wouldn't buy one right now from the scalpers out there that are selling them for like fucking $1,000 to $2,000 a pop.
Yeah, they ain't worth it.
No.
They ain't that good.
No, PS5s are okay, but I mean, plus with the shortage and everything that's going out there, it's not really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the price isn't going to go down because of that.
No. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm super excited for the Mass Effect release. That's just me, though. Because, you know, we've got all this crazy shit that's going to happen with the game.
Yeah, I'll just cut it. Okay, there we go.
But, yeah, as far as fucking, you know, the Mass Effect game is concerned, I mean, like I said, I love it because it's just going to be everything about the first game, second game, third game is going to be overhauled. The first game especially. I'm sure anyone who actually knows anything about that series is going to know. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're going to change the whack-ass ending that they had, but, you know.
Well, we don't know yet. They haven't announced anything.
They pretty much said that the game was going to be exactly the same.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if it made... The thing about me is that they've already announced the next Mass Effect game that's coming out, which is part of this whole thing, is... You know, that new game is going to be coming out. We know that it's going to have the Reapers and stuff, all that. Well, not necessarily that they're going to be alive, but we know that they're in it because if you look at the trailer...
They're in the background, dead.
Yeah, you can see the dead one in the background. You see her pick up like the N7 stuff and all that, which was cool.
That's why I think with the remake, I think it's a marketing ploy to increase sales for the next game, where they're going to, okay, this one has a definitive ending. If you don't like it, suck it up. This is more of that story.
I tell you right now, if they change the ending to make it make sense and that's how they're going to start the new Mass Effect game is off of the new ending. I guarantee you right now, people who weren't interested in buying it are going to be interested in buying it because of the original shitty ending.
Endings.
Shitty
endings.
Oh, green, red,
blue, and then what was the other one?
There's only 4 endings. The fourth ending is where you shoot the kid at the end of the game and it just says, oh yeah, fuck you then. So, we'll just wipe out the rest of the universe.
So there's destroy, synchronize, or synthesize.
Yeah.
Child murder. Or you walk away.
Destroy, synthesis, control, or
child murder.
Or just everything dies. Not child murder. You're killing off. Basically, all it is
you shoot a kid.
You don't shoot a kid. You shoot the Reaper that is projecting a version of him that is familiar to your character.
And that's why Master Chief is indoctrinated. That's why he sees that.
Listen, the indoctrination theory is something I could do an entire 5-hour video on, and I refuse to do it.
Because it's already been done.
That and the fact that it's literally ridiculous. So, but yeah, that's a whole other thing. And then, of course, you know, you've got the Fable game. It's going to be coming up, which
eventually,
yeah, that is going to be some real left field shit.
I don't know, but I feel like it's got to be a reboot.
I don't know. They're acting like it's not. From what I've gathered, it looks like it's going to be a continuation of the game, which I'll be completely honest. If they reboot the series, I'm going to be a little miffed, but I'll be happy to see that if with a reboot, that if it does well enough, that means the series will start over.
Yeah, like
that being said,
I think 1 was a good where it started. I think they could change a few things from 1 and just kind of do that.
Dude, 1 was perfect. For real, if you just left 1 and played that game and then just scrapped 2 and 3, you could pick up the game no problem.
Like remaster it, new graphics, keep the story, change a few things, and continue on that way.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't kill the heroes.
No.
Leave them alone.
But what other games do we have coming out right now?
Kaze and the Wild Mask. Don't know what that is.
Let's do some research, man.
All right. I don't know. It was like some indie game made by Sodesco. Don't know who that is. Here's the next one I'm excited for. Ready? Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
Are you out of your mind?
Hell yeah.
Dude, we all know Star Wars is crap. Unpopular opinion, but factual.
Not factual.
Dude, it's absolutely factual. Do you support incest?
Look, okay. Listen.
All right, I'm listening. Go ahead.
They didn't know.
Okay.
Okay? They didn't know.
They didn't know. Who didn't know? The writer?
George Lucas didn't know.
He didn't know that. He didn't know that.
No, he didn't. That was not planned.
Okay, why did it happen that way then?
Because he's like, you know what? This would be a better story if they're siblings.
Yeah, okay, but he just forgot the fact that they made out, and
well, he could. What are you supposed to do at that point? He's like, you know what? This will be better if they're siblings,
dude.
But they've already kissed. He's like, you know what? Just gloss over it.
They don't even talk about it. Like
no. Han Solo does.
Does he?
When in episode 6, when they blow the Death Star and Han Solo and Leia are on Endor, and she kisses him, and he goes, "What? I thought you loved Luke." She goes, "Oh, I do." And he goes, "He's my brother," and the look on his face, like, "Bitch, what?" he's like, "You made out with your brother. What the fuck?"
I'm just throwing it out there, man. There's a lot of bullshit. And
now, granted, they are siblings, but they didn't know who each other were.
Okay, that's cool and everything,
but still.
But here's the thing, right? That just shows plot holes. It just tells you that the story just got pieced together as it went along. This shit didn't even start from 1. It started from like what 6 or whatever.
So. Originally, it was just called Star Wars, right? George Lucas will say, no, I had it all written out. Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, okay. That's why you started halfway through the series, right? And you made the brother and sister kiss each other and then pretend like it didn't happen. Glad you had it all wrote out. You're just shitty at execution, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he always says, oh, no, I have the original story written out.
The guy's really good at sex, but it's really bad at talking people into it. That's what it comes down to. This dude's not good at execution.
Yeah,
he's a great driver, but starting, when he turns his car on, that's the hard part.
Yeah, like once he gets behind the wheel, man, he's a professional driver.
Yeah,
getting started is a little rough.
Once he's got to stop and parallel park, he's fucked. I'm just throwing it out there, man. At this point, Star Wars is literally a joke.
There's so many of them. I watched every Star Wars movie multiple times.
Like, I mean, come on, man.
It's
just give up on the fact that it's a good series. It's not. Dude, it's not. Give it up.
I like.
It's like Harry Potter, man. It's shit. Own it.
Yes, compared to other movies and other series, it is not as good. But
go on. Please defend the incest show.
It's not all about that.
It's the only thing I remember.
It's a space opera fantasy, man.
Okay, that happens to have incest a couple along the way.
One time!
And slaves.
I mean, slaves, we had slaves in America.
Yeah, but not anymore,
Well, no.
We gave that shit up a while back, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, man. Like, this shit, awful. 10 out of 10 would not watch again.
Whatever, man.
Look, man, Rotten Tomatoes agrees with me, I'm sure.
And if we'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. All right, let's put it like this. If it's bad, they're true, and I'll listen to Rotten Tomatoes forever. If it's good, they're paid and bought for by Star Wars.
Then I'm not looking this shit up.
Look it up, dog. No. I want to know.
Which one? We'll look at the first one, Star Wars. It was Star Wars. Oopsies.
Fucking Star Wars. Screw it.
Where is episode 4? Can't. Come on, Rotten Tomatoes.
Episode?
That's what they're called. They're called episode.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. They're like 2-hour movies.
They're Star Wars episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9 were numbered.
Oh, okay, cool. It's just, they finally gave up on the fact that was dumb as hell, huh?
All right. So Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 92 certified fresh.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is out of 133 reviews. I think that's the like professional, and then the audience score with over 250,000 views gives it 96%.
Oh, okay, so damn near perfect.
Oh, they said the Empire Strikes Back is
okay. Here's the
they say Empire Strikes Back is better. No, I believe that.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Look up Shrek. Okay,
Shrek should have 100%.
Shrek has got to have 100%. If it doesn't, then this is a bogus website that no one trusts, and I'm boycotting Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, Shrek won. All right, let's do it.
I'm going to dedicate my professional career to trying to take down Rotten Tomatoes. You better not tell me it's something low.
It's worse.
What about what? What is this?
88% of the professionals say it's 88% on the professional side, right?
Yeah.
The audience,
yeah,
90%.
Oh, okay,
bro. It's unacceptable.
Shrek is an absolute masterpiece that literally fucking shits on Star Wars.
Oh, let's see. Toy Story, the original one. Professionals give it a 100%.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like Toy Story, man.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Let's see. And then the audience gives it a 92. Better than Shrek.
They literally employ babies. That's what it comes down to. People who are incapable of understanding a good narrative when they hear it.
I mean, does Shrek have a good narrative, really?
Yes.
Does it really?
Have you ever sat down and watched all the Shrek movies? Because that's what I'll make this podcast about, is literally...
I stopped at the third one. I never watched the fourth one.
I have all the movies right now on Blu-ray. We can literally just let the podcast go, and then it'll just be the audio of the 4 movies and then from this point.
And our commentary.
Yeah, at the beginning. I will absolutely do that.
No way, dude. I'm not...
Get out of here. Don't be like that.
You don't like Toy Story?
Dude, Toy Story is okay at best.
Oh man, you're upsetting me now.
I'm upsetting you.
You don't like Toy Story, man? What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying it's good either. I'm saying it's mediocre.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Look, man, it's like everybody likes McDonald's, but you when you want to eat somewhere fancy, you don't say McDonald's. Let's say that, all right?
That has nothing to do with Toy Story,
right? But it's a perfect analogy that matches. Imagine, okay, I'm gonna take you somewhere fucking nice, somewhere you're gonna love. You're gonna enjoy the food you eat, right? And I take you to McDonald's. Technically, I didn't say anything negative. But no one's going to go there and when they want something fancy that's cheap food.
Give me that dollar chicken.
That's what this movie is. It's a cheap cash grab that's not worth watching more than once. It's like McDonald's. You eat there once, it's okay.
And get out of here.
You only eat there. Look, you only eat there when the last case scenario. If I had no cable and nothing else and just that, yes, I'd watch Toy Story. It's just like McDonald's. If I had no other choices, I would eat a McDonald's.
I would have a hard time picking between Toy Story and Shrek. Yeah, specifically the first ones. I would have a hard time. I like Toy Story.
So when did you decide in life that you just gave up on being right?
What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about the fact that Shrek is the apex of all movies.
It's not, though.
It absolutely is. Please name one movie that's better, and I want you to back it up factually.
Factually?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Avatar.
Okay, how?
Well, factually, it sold better.
Okay, well, I mean,
in every sense.
We already know that the masses are ridiculously stupid.
And you said factually.
No.
By the numbers, Avatar shits on Shrek.
Okay,
I agree on that? Absolutely.
Okay, not. Well, that means if you want to get, I have seen B movies like Bloodbone. Me and you watched that movie years ago.
Bloodbone, yeah,
that movie was badass, and I guarantee you, it probably sold less than fucking M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar movie.
That was a horrible movie, though.
Yeah, but it sold better, so it obviously has to be better.
You said factual, so factual means numbers.
I said prove that it was better. Just because a bunch of idiots got together and said, "Oh, it's a good movie," doesn't mean that's factually better.
See, what were we? Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, we just said it. What was it? Oh, smudged my glasses.
You're part of the collective.
The collective of people who don't like good movies.
Yeah, you're part of the collective of idiots if you believe that movie is better.
Let's see what Avatar has. Avatar.
The M. Night Shyamalan version.
No, see, Avatar has a less rating than Shrek.
Does it?
It does.
Okay, cool. See?
So 82% on both.
Okay.
Let's see. And let's look at The Last Airbender. That should have a 0. I watched it once. And had to start over. Like, what the fuck did I just watch? How was that? Oh, wow.
What?
The tomato meter, which is the professional side, gives it a 5%.
Okay.
And the audience rating of over 250,000 gives it 30%.
Listen, every dog has its day. I'm glad to see Tomatoes got it right once.
Finally.
Yeah.
You got one right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But on the far stark of that, you got Star Wars saying that it's damn near perfect. Get out of here.
No, it's not damn near perfect.
Look, it's absolutely bad.
It's not bad.
Dude.
This is a podcast about video games. Why are we talking about movies now?
Because you decided to bring up Star Wars, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel about Star Wars.
No, I didn't.
Lego Star Wars is where we started, okay? It moved on to the movies. You can't tell me that Legos and Star Wars go together. Get out of here.
I mean, nothing with Lego. Any of the Lego movies in the movies don't go together.
You're absolutely
It's just
correct.
cash grabs. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Just like the entire Star Wars trilogy. What? We can agree that it's all cash grab but not bullshit. We all know.
The prequel series, yes.
Listen, man, most of the characters in that movie literally just looks like somebody got in there and just threw together shit on a piece of paper and just threw it out there. What the fuck is that that yellow fucking creature from Star Wars that's got the floppy ears and shit and the long mouth?
What?
Bro, get out of here. I know you know what I'm
Floppy
talking about.
ears and long. Oh, Jar Jar.
Yeah,
Jar Jar
fucking
Binks.
ridiculously ugly character. That looked like somebody walked in, fucking shit, and smeared it all over a piece of paper and said, "You know what? That's our character."
Look, he is a divisive character.
It looks like someone sneezed while drawing him.
I like Jar Jar Binks because when I watched it, I was a child. So it's like nostalgic.
Okay, so
But like the adults are like, that's stupid.
yeah, so you understand the fact that as your rose-colored glasses is making you believe that was a good character.
I still laugh when he talks and the shit he says. I laugh.
I laugh just looking at him because he's absolutely ridiculous.
He becomes a senator later on in the story.
Yeah, look at how much worse this gets. Like this story is so ridiculous. They let a guy who literally looks like someone sneezed while drawing him become one of the most a political figure. Let's just say that.
He there's a whole like theory that he's the true Sith Lord of the whole series.
Oh my god.
It's a good like 5-minute read. It's really funny.
Yeah. And hear me out on this. I don't want to read or watch Star Wars or have it in my own house. The fact that we're even talking about it right now it's just against the rules of this house.
All right, let's talk about a different game now.
Okay.
After you've done shit on one of my favorite movies.
Fuck Star Wars. It's yours and everybody else's. Get out of here. I've probably offended you and millions of others, so don't take it so personally.
The 20 who are going to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that if we ever do manage to get popular, somebody's going to find this video and I'm going to get slammed for it. And then I'm going to have to
get
back
canceled immediately.
for not liking Star Wars. As far as I'm concerned, Star Wars is shit. I'll own that to the day I die.
God. All right. Ready for the next one?
I guess.
The next game is Back 4 Blood.
The fuck is that?
It is a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
So I guess they really can't commit to anything with a 3 on the end of it, huh?
Well, it's made by Turtle Rock Studios, formerly known as Valve South, an American video game developer. It's the people who made Left 4 Dead and Evolve, apparently.
And they just won't.
I think because Valve...
Wait a minute, you said Evolved? They
Evolve.
made Evolved?
Mm-hmm. Evolve, yeah.
The whatever it is.
That 4v1 monster game, yeah.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
So this is like a 50-50 shot that it's going to be okay.
Well, they're going back to the roots, man.
Going back to their roots.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead.
Listen, all I know is somewhere on that stock ended up with some poison. So if their roots end up with that, I'm scared.
Left 4 Dead was good.
Left 4 Dead was all right, yeah. But I mean, let's be real. Left 4 Dead nowadays coming out really wouldn't do that well.
No. I mean, it's just a 4-person zombie horde fighting game where you shoot shit.
Like Mortal Kombat fighting game or just?
No, you shoot shit. It's a 4-person survival game fighting a bunch of zombies. And
Mortal
shit.
Kombat 11 is on sale right now for $15 and I should buy it.
It's so worth it, dude. It's so good. The story's fantastic, by the way.
I was staring
Which
at
sounds shitty, like sounds really weird to come up saying about the store from Mortal Kombat. It's great.
The only thing that I'm worried about with that is that like it's the $15 like base version of it, and apparently there's like an after story or some shit.
Yeah, there's a follow up DLC. That's hard as balls.
Right now they got like a $40 version where apparently I get that game, the DLC, a bunch of skins or whatever, and then apparently I get Injustice 2 and that shit. I don't care about Injustice 2.
I don't care about Injustice either.
I mean,
it was a cool game, but the story is pretty dumb.
Let's be real, man. DC shit.
Yeah, Batman's cool.
Sometimes. Let me explain to you the base value of Batman and tell me it doesn't sound like the fever dream of a dumbass. All right, so you ready? All right. My dad and my mother were killed right in front of me.
Uh-huh.
So then I dress like a bat in a skin-tight latex suit and go around beating people up, but not to death.
Give them justice.
And my mortal enemy is a clown. A literal clown who laughs at everything that happens all the time. I also fight a guy at some point who's literally just a fat rich dude named Penguin.
Okay. Look, you're not wrong.
Look, all I'm saying is...
when you break down any superhero, they sound stupid.
Yeah, but Batman doesn't even talk the way he does. Like, he's like, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. It sounds like he's constantly trying to put his Adam's apple in his fucking stomach.
It sounds like he's an old man trying to sound young.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. This dude always sounds like he's out of breath. Like, I'm sick of listening to him.
I don't like the whole... I don't know. I like the Christian Bale. His Batman, I like his a lot. I didn't like Ben Affleck's Batman at all. I think Ben Affleck was a shitty Batman.
The fact that there's like 70 people that play Batman literally just commits
the
to
new
fact.
Batman. You know he's playing the new Batman, right?
No.
It was Edward from Twilight.
Dude, I 100% wasn't even aware that a new Batman was coming out, but when you said that, that made it even worse for the Batman series.
The former vampire is going to be the Batman.
Oh, okay. How's that going to work out?
From the trailer, it looks good.
Does it?
He looks like a moody ass adult who's just tired of everyone shit.
Oh, okay. So Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen grew up and became a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Apparently, this Batman is like supposed to kill people and shit. Like, I think one of the scenes he beats the ever living shit out of somebody and kills them.
About time we actually had a good Batman.
What, man? Batman used to kill people. Back in the comic books, he used to have a minigun and just melt people down.
There was only one Batman that I actually enjoyed, and it wasn't even Batman. It was the one where he like passed on the mantle like to some kid or whatever, and he had like the dude was like a solid black outfit, and he had like a red thing on his chest or whatever.
Oh, Batman Beyond.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
cartoon. Yeah. It's actually his son. But
is that what it is? I didn't know that
it was his son. He like donated his sperm or whatever. Like froze it.
And he found him or something. And...
Oh, he happened to find him. He's like, "Oh wow, you're my son."
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the only Batman that I actually kind of liked
because it wasn't about Bruce Wayne. It was about some other kid.
I do like. There's actually one thing about Batman I do like, and it's that weird show they came out with. It's about Harley.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, like Harley Quinn has her own show, and her like sidekick or whatever in that show is Ivy or whatever.
Poison Ivy. I don't know. I know that they're in the new movie together, Birds of Prey.
No, this is like an animated show that's supposed to be like a joke show that's actually really good. I watched the first couple episodes. I want to say it was on...
I don't know.
I have to look it up, but yeah, it's really good. Outside of that, I mean...
But like I said, you break down any superhero, they're dumb. Break down the Flash.
Break down the Flash?
Yeah.
You really want me to do this?
Go ahead. Tear him down, man.
Just tear him into pieces? Listen... I'd like to say that I could do that, but the problem with Flash is that he's so incredibly boring as a character that I have literally watched all of 10 minutes of this character and lost interest from the start. You know why? This dude literally is just, I'm fast. That's all it is.
No, I got you. I watched I know.
He's literally a worthless hero.
Listen.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Ready? Epic story, right?
Okay.
He got hit by lightning.
Okay. And now he's super fast.
That's all it was.
That was all it was?
It was technically the Speed Force is what it's called, but it was a bolt of lightning that hit him. He goes, oh God, and all of a sudden he's super fast.
Okay. And how does his body not break down under the speed that he's going?
The Speed Force.
So his body is held together by magical bullshit.
Yeah. But the Speed Force is so strong with one of them, if he runs in a certain direction, he can turn back time.
You remember the instance where he stood next to a wall after he got cornered and they were like, what are you going to do? And then the motherfucker,
he phased through it, yeah.
He literally just shook his body really fast and then he phased through it with his molecules.
I think Barry's that one. But yeah, he has such control over the Speed Force, he can shake his molecules to the point where he becomes intangible and can slide through shit.
Interesting. So, you know what's fucked up about that? Is literally the Flash is like a discount fucking Superman because of the fact that like that's his only thing and Superman can literally keep up with him. I'm pretty sure Superman is faster than the Flash.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
What about Superman in his like golden god form, where the dude literally can just shoot across?
The Flash can go fast enough to go between like realities and stuff. He is really fast, but that's really all he's got. Technically, the fastest he's ever gone. If he punched Superman, he would basically be hitting him with like 100,000 suns in the face. That's how strong his punch would be with the velocity, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he can't keep up with that. He can't. His body cannot handle that for whatever reason.
Listen, man.
Like I said, you break down any superhero, they're all dumb.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
The only one that I kind of like, I guess, is probably Spider-Man. But that's probably because he's more of a relatable hero where he's not just, oh, man, I'm Superman. You know what I should do? What? Oh, my God. You know what? I'm Lois Lane. I'm really hungry right now. You know what I want? Toast. Turns around and he's like, fucking toast beam. And, you know, I heard the argument before that apparently he didn't toast beam her. What he did is he has such good control of his laser eyes that he toasted it perfectly. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That was Golden Age Superman. They actually they killed him off, basically, restarted that whole story.
Wasn't there, didn't he have like sausage beam eyes or some shit at some point?
There's a cover where he's shooting sausages into a hot dog bun.
Oh. Okay. All right.
But that was old Superman. New Superman was more relatable.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Superman is the most unrelatable superhero of all time. There is nothing relatable about him. I'm an alien, and the gravity on my planet is so strong that I'm so used to that. On your planet, I can fly because of it. That's so stupid.
Yeah, except for the fact that in one of the movies, he actually goes to a ship or maybe his home planet or something like that simulated the gravity of his planet.
He goes back in time.
Yeah, and then he literally gets on there and he can't even stand up because he's so weak in comparison because he's not near a sun that can power his body.
Yeah.
Like, he is literally the weakest dude of his entire race.
Exactly.
Like, if any of those people came to Earth, they would immediately just beat the shit out of Superman.
Like, if he lived on Krypton until he was 20 and then came to Earth, I mean, he would. Yeah, I mean, no choice, no chance. Nobody could beat him ever. Batman couldn't beat him.
I mean, Superman literally
blows my mind that Batman could beat him. He's armored everywhere, right? Armored to the head, to his pointy ears, to his toes, except his mouth.
Literally,
the one place you're gonna aim, if you hit somebody, is right in the jaw, and that's the only place Batman doesn't armor.
I mean, here's the thing about Batman, right? This dude literally has a contingency plan for everybody, which is fine. I mean, it's like kryptonite. Like, that's literally his whole thing. He has kryptonite. Oh, God, I turn into an old fucking rusty man. I can't do anything.
Apparently different colors of kryptonite, too.
Of course there is.
By the way, kryptonite there's so little of it that Batman used all of it to make that one ring. Mm. But there's different colors of it, apparently.
Okay.
Also, different suns do different things to them.
Interesting.
No, it's not.
Yeah. You're right. Let's move on to something else. It's not about fucking superheroes.
We're talking about Back 4 Blood. We're talking about Left 4 Dead. How do we get back on Superman?
I don't know. Let's talk about this. Whatever this is.
I mean, it's Back 4 Blood. It's going to be a newer, hopefully shinier version of Left 4 Dead 2. Because Left 4 Dead 2 was better.
Whack. Anything else?
Dying Light 2 comes out.
I'm excited for that, actually.
For 6/30. Was it June 30th?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out June 30th. That's what it says. I don't really know if that's true or not because I thought it got delayed. It definitely didn't it?
I thought it did too. I'm actually super excited about that. I haven't really played too many of the DLCs, but I love the base game.
You didn't play any DLCs? Oh, dude, the DLCs are awesome.
Yeah, I wonder if any of them are actually going to matter if you played Dying Light 2. So, actually, I want you to read the synopsis of Dying Light 2. Does it take place from the point of view of the character you play from with Dying Light 1?
I don't know.
Because I didn't play any of the DLC, so I don't know if he just dies or anything or whatever.
You need to play the following. The following is the only DLC they have. It's really good.
Is that the one where you go to like the countryside or whatever? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So I started playing that, and I got to the point where I started driving around with the go-kart.
Dude, there is some wild shit in that game, man. Yeah. And the following there is...
I'm going to tell you right now what's really fucked up about Dying Light is Dying Light is literally a hybrid between... what was it? That parkour
It's weird
game.
that Dying Light 2 doesn't have a release date, but on Xbox they have it coming out in June 30th.
It might just be an accident then. But imagine...
Spoilers!
Yeah. Imagine, like, Dying Light is... what was that parkour game that came out on 360?
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge. It's a combination between that and Dead Island.
Dead Island was shit.
Dead Island was absolutely shit, but they took the best elements out of Dead Island and put it in Dying Light, and they took the parkour aspect out of the other game, Mirror's Edge, and put it in Dying Light to make a fucking badass hybrid. I mean, that game is badass. If you've never played it, you need to sit down and play it. Quit what you're doing.
I don't like zombie shit either. Like, I don't like zombie games, movies, TV shows, because they're all shit. They're all the same. Dying Light, awesome.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that game is bad fucking ass.
Like, I've never had a game where it's just fun to run around.
I mean, dude, you could just parkour your way out of anything. That was my problem with with Dead Island, right? Literally got into a pool, right? It was a pool that had no water in it.
Yep.
I'm standing there, and there's just a horde of zombies between me and the steps on the other side. And I turn around, and literally I can see over the concrete with my character that if I just took my arms and climbed up, I would not be in danger. But I had to fight my way through a horde of zombies right there because my character couldn't climb a fucking foot.
Yep.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
But Dying Light, man, you get grappling hook in that game, don't you?
What?
Dying Light, don't you get grappling hook?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that
grappling hook made it way easier. But the thing is, even without that grappling hook, the parkour was so smooth and so good that it shits on any Assassin's Creed game you play.
Like, it definitely feels like in that game. Now, granted, there are some zombies you fight that you cannot fuck with.
No.
Until a late game, but most situations you can either you can get your way out of it. Dying Light, and Dead Island. Right, was that called Dead Island?
Dead Island was the preview.
Yeah, Dead Island. If you came up against somebody you couldn't fuck with, you had to run away.
Yeah.
Dying Light, you had I can get on top of a building and kind of like scout it out. Okay, what am I gonna do now?
Yep. I mean, you could be up there like a fucking bird, and you had some zombies that could throw shit at you, but
take them out first. Fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, all in all,
they said apparently the senior technology programmer said that the map is supposed to be about 4 times bigger than the original game.
Good God, that game was massive.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Could you imagine?
Oh my God. Dying Light 2, though, man. That is a game that's bought instantly.
He also said that you would be able to create handmade weapons, like guns.
I hope they don't mean that you're just going to get like a regular gun and you're going to be able to mod it. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Because, I mean, in Dying Light, they don't use guns.
Not really. I mean, I think you got a couple of guns, but it's not really
like near the end. Yeah, I can use guns because I was so good at the game where I can okay, if something comes, I can fuck it up.
Yeah.
But when you first start, you like fire that first bullet out and there's like 30 zombies. You're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I just walked around beating everything to death with a machete.
Do you remember the super infected at night?
Yeah.
Dude, the worst.
Yeah. Fucking running out at night was just basically getting yourself killed.
There's an achievement for killing so many of those. Let's see. Bob, I'm trying to find a synopsis of this.
What's it called?
Biomutant.
Biomutant. Is this that game you were talking about that's like
the sentient raccoon thing?
Monster that uses blades for hands or some shit?
Something like that.
Oh,
you got robot cricket? What the fuck? What is going on? See, a new take on third-person combat. The martial arts style combat system that's a lot of like ping words. That's what that was. Martial arts style combat system allows you to maximize freedom of movement and agility while mixing shooting, melee, and powers from your mutations.
Oh, cool. So you can just do a little bit of everything. Cool.
Acquiring new wushu combat styles.
Wushu!
Through progression and learning from masters you'll meet, consistently add to your choices and make sure combat never gets old. I don't believe that.
Not at all.
No, it looks pretty, but whatever. I don't know. When's the game's supposed to come out May 25th, but I feel like it's not going to be very good.
I'm not interested in that at all.
It's not even on the next gen console. It's only on the current gen, the PS4 and Xbox One.
Why would you even do that at this point?
It was announced so long ago. That's why.
You might as well just take the time to make a port for the newer system.
See, that's the about section. I want to know what's the story about.
I mean, we're already a couple years into the next generation as it sits right now. We're about that point where most people are going to make the transitions. And to be honest, the only reason why most people aren't transitioning right now is because you can't find Xbox Ones or PS5s right now
without that chip shortage.
Yeah, without buying them from a scalper. Like, to be completely honest, if I could go to the store right now and buy an Xbox, the new Xbox Series X or whatever the fuck it is, I would literally just go buy it right now, $500, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting it now. I mean, they should have, at this point, worked out all the kinks.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not an early adopter when it comes to the newer generation of stuff, but like by now...
It's almost been a year.
Yeah, it's almost been a year since it's been out. I figure if there was any real major issues...
It would have came out already.
People would be talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there ever was a big issue. There were a lot of people on Twitter, like, blowing smoke into it and like, oh, look, it's on fire. And the Xbox was like, no, it's not. You blew smoke into it.
Yeah, and then people were like, you need to quit it.
Did you ever see the one with they said, the fans blow so hard you can float a ping pong ball?
Yeah. I think that's true, though.
No, it's not.
No, is that not?
No, there's a wire behind it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was...
because even Xbox was like, no, they like did a video where like they turn on full blast, like they got into the guts and turned the fan on full blast and put a ping pong ball and didn't move.
Oh, that sucks, actually, because I thought that was cool. Like, if it would have blew hard enough to where
the reason why it was an issue was that it would be really loud.
I don't care how loud it is. Because the thing is, people are like, oh, I need whisper quiet consoles. Unless my console's literally like, I'm like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, how close are you to your console that bothers you?
I had a first generation fat Xbox that I used to turn sideways and before I knew it would eat up my discs. So it would just go, I was just like, all right, whatever. I didn't care. I don't care.
We were kids.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever, dude. Like, a lot of people that care about, if their consoles are whisper quiet or whatever. I get it.
They've never used a PC before.
Yeah, nobody cares, really. I mean, I'm sure some people do. It's not me. My thing was, I thought it was cool. If it was, like, kind of quiet and it blew hard enough to put a ping pong ball up there, I would literally just make that an accessory for it to where every time it turned on, it would just fly up.
Yeah, it's like,
I think it'd be cool for real, and like I would leave it there.
I would be. My issue is that I feel like it would burn the console up though. If it's having to, because they have
unless they put like a turbo fan in there or something crazy.
It'd be kind of pointless to put that extra like wear and tear on your fans just for that. It'd be kind of cool if you had like a fan control though.
Yeah, the only problem with me buying a new generation console is I still have this old TV that's like 1080i, so I gotta definitely move up to 4K at that point.
I've been telling you for years to do it.
Listen, man,
won't do it.
I would have 100% did it. I actually did the research to try and find a TV that had all the connectors that my TV does currently, and there's not a TV out there.
No, the most you get is like 3 or 4.
Well, the thing is that like that actually has like old school, composite VGA and component outputs on there.
Yep.
Well, there's 2 component outputs on the back. There's a composite on the side, and there's actually a VGA port along with a surround sound like old school like 3.5 jack in there.
Oh yeah, it's had mine has the optical one we plug it into the soundbar.
That one actually does have an optical one as well on the back.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's got the of course it's got the cable port on the back, which I'm sure TVs still do. I guess. So. But yeah,
fuck has cable.
Basically,
nowadays.
because of that, I have every single console right there from the SNES. So SNES, Nintendo 64, GameCube.
You have an NES too.
Wii U. I have an NES, but it's put away. I don't use it because, to be completely honest,
it's not that good.
It's not, and I had the NES Mini anyways. All the games I really
the
wanted.
The only games worth playing are on that.
Right. So, with that, I've literally got basically all the Nintendo consoles. I've got the Xbox 360, the Xbox
You do have
One.
all the Nintendo consoles, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have every single one of the Nintendo consoles outside of, like, Game Boys and shit, because...
You don't have a Game Boy Color, I don't think.
No, I do. I have the Special Pikachu Edition Game Boy Color.
You have a Game Boy, like the original Game Boy?
No, I don't have a Game Boy. I have a Game Boy Color.
That's probably the only thing you don't have.
There's no point in having a Game Boy.
No, you get a Game Boy Color and play it.
Yeah, Game Boy Color's the superior of the two.
Like Game Boy Advance.
It's kind of the same thing. Like, I don't have an original Xbox, but I can play all my original Xbox games on my Xbox 360. So
I had an original Xbox. It was trash.
Yeah, most people use them for mod. If you have them now, you have them because you can mod them.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't realize you actually had all the fucking Nintendo. You don't even like Nintendo that much. That's the fucked up thing.
No, I really don't.
Like I love Nintendo games, but you're like I don't have nearly. I have the.
Like, remember that Super Nintendo was the one that your brother or whoever.
Oh yeah, you found it in a storage unit.
Yeah, remember, and it had the Social Security number on the bottom of it.
Did you ever get that off?
No. Good thing I'm not interested in stealing somebody else's identity, because if I wanted to, I could take that guy's shit. Like, why would, like, I understand keeping, your Social Security number written down in places or whatever in case you lose your card or whatever, but why on a Super Nintendo?
Like, I get writing your name.
Right.
But
on a Super Nintendo? Like, this dude wrote his name and his social. Like, what the fuck? Even if he was like...
I get it. Back in the day when those were out, the internet wasn't a thing.
Maybe, but But still. But what was your thought process?
What if somebody breaks in your house?
Even if you were a little kid, let's say you were 5 years old and you had that Super Nintendo. Why? You don't know your social.
I smack shit at my kid if he did that.
Like, what the?
Straight up. Like, Dad, I found this thing. It's like my Social Security number. Okay, cool. It's like, I'm going to write on my Switch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just need to get a next-gen console. But once I get the next-gen console, I'm going to have to move up to 4K. My plan is to take that TV and all those consoles that are all currently hooked up to that TV, like, all those are hooked up right now.
Could you unplug and just, like, kind of slide it around?
What?
That.
Like,
if me and you grabbed the side and kind of slid it.
Yeah, absolutely. I could unplug everything and just slide it all the way in.
See, we were trying to do that.
If we did that, I could do that, slide it into the second bedroom, put it all in there, set it up, be fine.
And then hook it back up.
And then just get a new TV stand out here for the 4K TV.
You can't do mounting stuff, can you?
No. I live in an apartment, so they get pissy about it. I'm sure I could, and then just cover it. I could cover it up after I leave, and they wouldn't be any wiser.
Yeah, put Plex on it. Done.
Or you could use a toothpaste method, where you just
white toothpaste.
You just take white toothpaste and you put it on a roller and you roll it over it real good, and it creates like a fake film, and then you paint over it so you can't tell.
It'll be like minty fresh.
Yeah, and then somebody one day will accidentally lean up against the wall and puck it out.
Could you imagine? You're like a big hole there. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the ghetto way to do things, because that's the same way they do. Like, if you ever looked up people who are trying to cover up bullet holes in their car, that's what they do. They
use toothpaste?
No, they don't use toothpaste. They use like a hard adhesive kind of thing, and they create like a fake layer that if you took your finger and you knew where the bullet hole was, you could just go bloop right through it. Because it's cheaper than like trying to fix the metal.
Your childhood is much different than mine. I didn't know that.
Yeah. They just basically drip the paint over it so you can't tell.
Let's see. What other games are coming out? Anime? Not shit. Wrong game.
Nerd.
You're right. Elden Ring,
What?
the new From Software game.
Isn't that From Software is the same people that made Dark Souls, right? What the fuck is? What is this?
Elden Ring. It's a new series they're making that the guy who made Game of Thrones was writing for him.
Whack.
Yeah, I don't really care. Apparently, in the trailer, the guy remember Sekiro where you get that fake arm and shit, right?
Yeah.
So in this game, the arm apparently can come off, and just in the trailer puts it back on and starts moving again. I'm like, oh, Sekiro, got it.
I don't know. Wait. That was a thing. I thought Sekiro took place in like medieval or like feudal Japan.
It's feudal Japan, but this one's like a high fantasy game that George R.R. Martin or whatever his name is.
So it's like some magical arm or something like that.
Yeah, it's some magical bullshit that the guy who made Game of Thrones is writing for him. Apparently, he's writing a series of games for him. But
listen, man, prosthetics in real life are getting good enough now to where like automated prosthetic arms are actually like a thing.
Almost as good.
I mean, they're you couldn't play like a high intensive game on them, but you could definitely use them. I mean, I'm not saying I want one, but if I ever lost an arm or something like that, man, I would jump on that no problem.
Yeah, I mean, if I lost an arm due to an accident, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, my life is over. I can get a prosthetic and it can do everything I want in my day-to-day life.
Dude, they had one for Metal Gear that came out where they actually like did a contest for people who, had issues like losing their arms or whatever. And there's actually a video on YouTube of a guy who actually got a prosthetic replica that fully functions. Like it works. His mind can control the arm and everything. And it's of I think Metal Gear Solid. What is it? Snakes. I think Snake has a prosthetic arm in one of the games.
Is it Raiden maybe?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about the game series.
I didn't remember seeing Deus Ex is real big about that. That company and Robert Downey Jr. He gave some kid like a Iron Man arm. Like
that would be badass,
dude. It lights up and everything.
But
cool.
Yeah, the shitty thing about that though is that when he gets older, that arm's gonna outpace him.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna have an arm from when he was a kid that he can't use.
Yeah, I mean he was a little kid. He was like 7.
Yeah, so by the time he's fully grown, that arm won't make any sense. He'll be like that.
He couldn't use it anyway. It'd be too small.
That's what I'm saying. But like he'd be kind of like that guy from what was it, the Scream movies, I think, or the Strong Hand guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Scary movie.
Yeah, scary movie.
Grab my strong hand.
God.
No.
That dude was literally he would rather die.
I would too.
Yeah. She's
remember the mashed potato scene?
Yeah. You remember whenever remember the dude in the wheelchair? Whenever she was like, she's like, "I'll suck you off." He goes, "No, I can do it." And he gets down, and he sucks his own dick.
Yeah, dude, those movies are fucking wild, man.
That shit was whack as hell.
Oh god! All right, next game. I know you won't care about,
okay.
But I care about.
All right.
Digimon Survive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Fucking move on with your bullshit.
Come on, man.
Man, Digimon is literally a knockoff Pokemon. Get over it. Which I think Digimon came out first.
It did come out first. Fuck you. It's all a rip-off of Tamagotchi. Look.
Isn't Tamagotchi that old...
yeah, the little thing.
Little toy you would carry around because you were afraid to have kids?
Pokemon and Digimon were rip-offs of that game.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
It is.
No.
Because Pokemon started the same way. Pokemon started as a Tamagotchi ripoff. They had the same.
Pokemon started as Pocket Monsters. Get it right.
What? Yes. It was Pocket Monsters. It still is Pocket Monsters in Japan. But Digimon Survive is supposed to be a turn-based tactical RPG game, but super dark apparently. Don't know how. They haven't really released a whole lot about it. Listen, I'm excited.
I'm just hoping that you're going to say Legend of Legaia is going to get a remake.
Never.
Whack!
It's what we need to build our platform for that one purpose. Once we get it, we'll stop.
Yeah, just quit. I don't care. I'm making millions of dollars. This is all I wanted. This is the whole point.
All right, next game, Scarlet Nexus. Give me an idea. Do you know anything about it?
Scarlet Nexus?
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about it. It just sounds kind of...
Give me what you think it's about.
Fairy tale alternate universes.
No.
Okay. Was I off by a wide margin?
You're off by a wide margin.
Oh, well, at least I shot my shot.
Remember, what is that game you bought? Anime Souls. What was it called?
Anime Souls.
Oh, God. Bloodstained.
No.
That's a different game. Oh, my God. Cold Vein.
Yeah, there you go.
That game.
Yeah, see? You just needed to look at me. That's all it took. As soon as you looked at me, you knew.
Cold Vein. Ooh, all right, Code Vein. So, Anime Souls, right? Scarlet Nexus. Next Anime Souls. That's all it is.
Okay.
All right, what else we got? Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. They announced that game. It looked like a PS2 game. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks so bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play a PS2 game when PS4 is out.
Or PS5s.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Halo Infinite. Whoa.
Woohoo! I stopped caring after 343 took over. I don't know.
Which was what, 5 or 4?
It took over 4.
Yeah. I mean, I like Halo, but the story's so convoluted now. It's some wild ass shit. I don't even care.
I just don't like that they don't keep up with their lore. That's my only thing.
Bunch of loopholes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What else we got? Road Redemption. Don't care.
What is that? Like a fucking knockoff of Red Dead Redemption?
It looks like there's police motorcycles and bad guy motorcycles, and the bad guy motorcycles have weapons, and they're hitting police officers. I'm going off the thumbnail.
We're not talking about that. Let's move on. That game will be forgotten. And we're
very quickly. The Dark Pictures Anthology, the last one, House of Ashes.
What the fuck is that?
You ever heard of the Dark Pictures Anthology?
No.
It's an anthology. I think it's supposed to be 3 games of like different horror movies, like based on like old like folklore and stuff. They've had 2 of them so far, and they've been very successful. So the newest one's called House of Ashes. The first one's really good. House of Medan. I got about 2 hours into it, but my fiance got scared and I had to turn it off.
I actually want to play Resident Evil Village.
It looks real good.
Yeah, it does look really good.
I mean, 7.
What?
You fucking stink, bro.
What? No, you stink.
That is you.
No. Quit shitting yourself over.
Bro. Yeah, so Resident Evil Village. Did you ever finish Resident Evil 7? Biohazard or whatever?
No, outside of what I played on the channel for the VR game, no, I haven't done it.
I've watched after we did the VR thing, after I knew we were done playing it, I actually didn't watch the playthrough of it, so I know the gist of what happens. But yeah, I'm excited for it. You don't look good with glasses, man. This is an audio platform, and they can't see you, but you don't look good in glasses.
I know I do.
It's like me. I don't look good in hats.
There is not a single pair of glasses on this planet that looks good on me.
You want those like real thin ones, right?
Get one of those pencil thin douchebag beards. But for, glasses.
Yeah. But yeah, like Resident Evil 8, I'm excited because it's the direct sequel to 7, which I like 7 a lot. I think 7's a really cool story. I think we should play that. I think we should finish the game, actually.
I wonder if that same character you play in 7 is the same guy from 8.
I think so. I think the guy in 7 is the guy who goes in 8, because you meet up with...
Look, I know what his name is in 8. Look up and see if the protagonist for 7, his name is Ethan Winters. Because if his name is Ethan Winters, it is the same guy.
RE8.
Look up Resident.
Here we go. We'll have a return character from Resident Evil 7, and Chris Redfield will be back apparently. Yep, Ethan Winters.
Ethan Winters is the name of the protagonist of 7.
Yep.
Because I know.
Oh shit!
Ethan Winters is the dude for 8.
And then, for 8.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the same guy for 7?
Yep.
He's gone. Yep, he is the main character from 7.
If he's the main character from 7, that's what I'm saying. The main character of 8 of the new game
is him.
Is Ethan Winters.
Because at the very end of the game, he gets recruited by the BSAA, the Chris Redfield. He comes and scoops him up like, I need you to help me.
Yeah. Well, he ends up being the main guy, like the guy you go through all the bullshit with in Resident Evil. That's who he goes to. Like, the main.
His wife apparently shows back up. She has a baby. What the fuck?
Well, we probably spoilers. We probably shouldn't talk too much about that.
I do want to play.
I mean, look, dude. If you want to finish the rest of the game in VR, we can definitely set that up.
I don't know about VR because VR made me feel really sick.
Yeah, but that's because we played it for too long.
Yeah, I think just playing the game by itself would be fine, and then maybe after we beat 7, we can play 8.
Maybe.
I mean, I like the story of Resident Evil has gotten very good. 7 was very, very good. Wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but I thought the story was really good.
Yeah, the issue is I already own Resident Evil 7. I'm not going to buy it again just because I don't want to play it in VR. I mean,
well, you can play the game. You don't have to play it in VR.
Sure you can. I mean, I don't think you can just play it without VR, though.
You can.
Can you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a emoji switch. But yeah, that's really the only games I see that are coming out in the foreseeable future per GameStop's website. So, I'm really only excited for one game. Two. I'm excited for two games. One of them is for sure going to come out sometime soon. The other one is...
Which is what?
Mass Effect.
Yep.
Legendary Edition.
Listen, I'm buying that physically, so you can borrow that from me while I'm done with it.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Game Pass day one. Because it's EA. So, if it's not, I'll wait for you, which should only take about a week.
I'm going to be a little pissy if I buy that game for $60 and it fucking is on Game Pass the first day.
I'll bet you $1 it is.
Look it up, see if it's going to be on Game Pass. Because if it is, I'll definitely go get all my money out of that game right now. Cancel my pre-order.
Let's see.
Because it's literally just a physical copy.
Well, they usually don't release that stuff. If it's like, that way it's going to be...
I don't know. Xbox has been pretty forthcoming about that stuff. I don't think it will be, though. If I had to guess,
They're saying that it's not going to be.
If it does, it'll probably be there later. I don't think it'll be immediately.
Well, they were saying that a lot of their AAA titles will be day one stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! You know how big this fucking game is?
No.
88.1 gigabytes.
Good. Deserves every bit of it.
Why is it not bigger?
Because they're missing one DLC.
Let's see. A large file does.
It's gonna have a day one patch.
Day one patch is called Orbis patches. It's 11 gigabytes. So it's
in addition to the 88, so it's 99 gigs and some change.
Damn.
Damn,
boy.
I'll tell you what, 100 gigs though for Mass Effect, all three games, because that's what a lot of people are thinking right now. So they're like, oh, that's a lot for one game. It's like, it's not. It's three games with all the DLC.
And I bought all three games, and I think
that's really not much bigger. I mean, I think that if you played all three of the previous games, I think like Mass Effect 1 was probably like 15 gigabytes. Mass Effect 2 was probably about 30. And then Mass Effect 3 was probably about 40. So, I mean, altogether...
They're big games.
Yeah, I mean, altogether, you're about where you were anyway.
Yeah.
It's just now everything's upscaled.
I'm excited. It comes out in 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, I'm buying it. I mean, I've already got the pre-order paid for. It's already done.
That's how we do it to work.
Yeah, Friday after work, I'm going and getting the fucking game. You're lucky I didn't take off work for it.
You know what? I wouldn't blame you if you did. Boss will be coming around. Where's Allsnap? Sick.
Man, he's a new fucking done.
He's fucking like, he's on. I can't get out of bed.
But, you know me, I try and use all my vacation at the end of the year, so can't exactly burn 3 days for that.
But yeah, that's what's coming out. That's what we're excited for. Some of the games we don't care about.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the games we don't care about.
Yup.
So, yeah. But, and we got to talk about some Shrek. I know Austin likes talking about Shrek, so.
Yeah. I would talk more about like the Fable game and stuff that's going to be coming out and stuff.
We just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of detail about it. Even the new Mass Effect game, there's not a lot of detail about it. I'll bank on the fact that they'll probably come out with more details about the new Mass Effect game after Mass Effect Legendary Edition comes out.
I bet it'll be like 2 weeks after or something like that. Or
maybe, if not.
Maybe not to be like day one. Okay, here's new information about Mass Effect 4.
I don't know that they'll do that, mainly for the fact that it'll take away from what's going on.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the next game, with 4, which I'm pretty sure they're going to call 4. They have to.
I'll be honest, out of everything we talked about today, we didn't go into a lot of detail about some of the games that sounded completely fucking idiotic. But
I skipped a few games, by the way, because some of the games were like Mozart Requiem.
Yeah, no.
Don't care.
As far as like Dying Light 2, I'm interested in that. That I'm getting. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I'm getting that. The new Mass Effect 4 game, getting that. The new Fable game, I'm getting that. Outside of that, though, there's not really anything else I'm super interested in.
Yeah, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I'll play it.
I'll check out some of that game from the From Software people just because I like Dark Souls 1, but I didn't care for the later entries.
I think 3 was good. Sekiro was hard in a different way.
I actually wasn't even aware. I think you mentioned that earlier, actually, that Sekiro was made by From Software.
Mm-hmm. Completely different game. Doesn't play anything like Bloodborne or Dark Souls.
I think it's a PS4 exclusive, isn't it?
Nope. It's on Xbox.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't own it physically.
What? I wasn't even going to ask.
I assume every time I say, oh, yeah, I have it. I borrow it. I don't have it physical.
Listen, man, it takes me forever to get into that stuff anyway. Right now, I need a good game.
That game is just hard. Wow, you don't need a good game to play here. Starting the game here in 2 days.
Yeah, but I need a game now.
I need a good game now. I'm bored now.
I am bored now. The only thing I got right now is
watch some Boruto, man.
I'm not watching Boruto. No one wants to watch Boruto, man. You watch Boruto when you're just mad that Naruto ended.
Well, yeah.
It was a perfect series. It ended the way it should have. It's done. Just let it be done.
Look, man, at the end of the show, like, oh, look, I have kids. Okay, I want no more kids now.
Listen, we'll talk more about the anime side of things on another podcast.
Yeah, man, that could be episode 3.
Yeah.
Our geeking out about anime.
Our anime obsession.
Sorry, anime manga.
I will fight you right now. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and listening and all that other fun stuff to this podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. Please check out some of our other Honey Pop videos that will be going up shortly.